I took June off from uploading and my next video is still baking, so here's how you make separate audio sources in OBS. Start off by downloading this plugin. It's free and the link is in the description. I already have it installed, so I'm not going to bother, but when it asks you where to install it to, it should automatically select your OBS plugins folder. Don't know where that is? Go here, click here. Go here, click here, and then click here. And it should install to this. See? Right there. Now that it's installed, open up OBS, and here's where you have to mess with some settings. In your settings, go into output and then recording. Click on however many audio tracks you're going to need. The amount of audio tracks you need is dependent on how many sources you have. For example, my sources for today will be my mic audio, Discord, and this game. So for me, that's going to equal to 3 audio sources. Once you have your 3 audio sources selected, you're going to want to create said audio sources. So go over here, add. If you have installed the plugin correctly, this should show up. Click on this, and now you can create new. Remember to name this shit. Otherwise, you're not going to know what it is later. For this one, I'm just going to put game. Damn it! GG Exerd. There. Now this window should open up. You're going to want to go into session and then click on whatever it is you're trying to make a source for. In this case, I'm trying to make one for Guilty Gear. Now that I have this here, click add executable. And now it's a source. And now it's recording. My mic audio is already getting captured by default, so I don't have to add one here. But just in case you have to for some reason, go over here, add input, name it, and set it to whatever microphone you have. I just have it set to default. So that's source number 1. Time for source number 2, which is going to be Discord. Application, name it, go down here, discord.exe, add executable. Now we have it here. If I had friends currently, I could have... Actually, you know what? Hang on.
No.
See? It's capturing it.
Capturing what?
Something to note, if you're not currently in the Discord VC, the executable might not show up, so you might want to, you know, join a Discord VC. Now that we have our sources, we're going to want to finagle with them a little bit just to get the audio correctly. For example, as you can see here, Guilty Gear Exerd is a bit too quiet, so you can just go into your filters, add some gain, and then, you know, make it loud as you need it to be. Oh god, this is going to be loud in the recording, isn't it? Once you mess with the settings to your liking, you're going to want to have to split these up into different audio tracks. Here's how you do that. Click on the little gear and then advanced audio properties. Here is where the magic happens. This is up to personal preference, but me personally, I like having my microphone on track 1, then Discord on track 2, and then I'll have whatever game I'm playing on track 3 and erase these other tracks. What this does is it makes it so that when you put this recording into whatever editing software of your choice, your audio will be separated up into these different tracks. It's up to personal preference which tracks are which, but make sure that none of them overlap. Otherwise, they won't separate properly and it'll sound really fucking stupid. Another thing to note is that depending on the file format you're exporting to, you might not hear it in the actual recording. You're gonna have to open up your editing software of choice and listen to it there. Another thing I like to do is I actually like to add a bit of sync offset, because if you notice, if you pay really close attention, you can see that it's actually a little desynced. So just to make it a little easier on myself, I like to add a couple of negative milliseconds to the whole thing and make it, you know, significantly less desynced. I'm not sure if that actually works or not, but I mean, it looks like it does on the recording, so I don't know. If you're a streamer that wants to use this plugin, you're in luck because you can. However, I will warn you that there is a bit of a caveat. You see, Twitch can only play one audio track, which isn't good because we just spent all this time and effort separating the audio tracks. So what you do in that scenario is you set the VOD track to either 1 or 2 or whichever audio track you want. Then you go back into your advanced audio properties, go to that track in particular, and then set it so that all of your sources are on that same track. And then you just use the other tracks to separate your audio, like this. So basically, your stream hears all of this crap, and then in the actual recording, this stuff is accessible. So you would just delete this one track and then use these for your edit. I tried downloading a VOD with separated audio and it didn't have it separated, so if you have an editor that does this shit for you, you're gonna have to send them the recording from your end. They can't just download it, as far as I can tell. As always, make sure to pre-check your settings so that you don't waste an hour with a bad recording. If you like this tutorial and you want to see more, I can't really help you. I don't make tutorials, but if you like my other content, feel free to subscribe.